Inhale and exhale down. Good, and go up. So as people are coming in, we're taking some breaths. Yep, inhale and exhale. Full breath through your nose and up. Now we're going to be coming into some calf raises to start. So we'll go up, lift your arms as well, lift your heels. If you're struggling with any shoulder injuries and you need to limit your range of motion with the arms, you can. And when you go up and down, you're thinking all toes have equal weight. We'll get those calves warmed up. Now, it may be that this is your comeback move, your modification, if the squats aren't going to work. So listen to your body, but if you can, you're going to take a squat. Now, good morning. As people come in, I'll just let you know we were doing some warm-up stretches and we did some calf raises. And the calf raises are also a modification if these squats that I'm showing don't serve you. But if they serve you and you're getting warmed up, you could notice how you can challenge yourself. So I went a little lower. I'm also trying to challenge myself in both legs feel even, so 50-50. One leg will usually try to take over, one arm's usually stronger, so what we're doing here is focusing on try to get both the same. Now, a little wider, again, if you need a modification, take your calf raises. But this is some leg work. Inhale, and I'm adding on some flow arms. 4, if you're having a shoulder injury, monitor and edit it for yourself, maybe lower range of motion. 5, if you're feeling good, you might be going lower in those legs. 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to play around with some pulses, so find a place, self-monitor your range of motion for about 10 more. Breathe in, inhale. Now we're going to hold, but we'll move our arms. Your hips are the same, but we're going to move our arms. Now add a little squeeze with your shoulders in the back body. 3, 2, 1. Then come back up, go to that squat that served you, and take 10 pulses. Notice I put a little chin tuck in there so the neck feels easy. Inhale. Now we're going to hold the legs and you're going to open up those rear deltoids, those chest muscles. Hold your legs. 4, 5, 6, 7. Fans going on, Betty. I love it. 3 minutes, we're warm. I love it. Okay, and then come back up. Woo, and then we're going to take some single calf raises. Now I'm going to hold on to a foam roller. You're welcome to hold on to anything like a piece of furniture, the wall. You're going to do single calves for 10. This is where we make sure that each side's getting its own attention because one leg's often stronger, about 5%, 10% or 5. And then try the other one. But what we do is try to sneak in single leg work, single arm work, you'll see. 3, and your body is toned. So your body is rib over pelvis. So you have a little bit of tone here when you're doing this asymmetrical work. Good, 2. Now we're going to take 10 on the other. If it's too hard, then and you need to do fewer reps, that's fine, or you need to switch to double calves, that's fine. But I'm offering single calf raise. Resist on the way down as well, and then 10 on the other. So 10, notice how the pelvis is level, because that means our glutes are helping us maintain stable hips. Nice. See, I like these two because you can do them anywhere. You can do them while you're waiting for your coffee to finish brewing. Now we're going to do another set of 10. So go up, first leg 10. This is the third set. You're tall, so you've got a little tone here. Head back, good. 10 on the other, so it should be the third set of 10 or you're heading that way. 2, knee long on the working leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Now I'm going to just leave that handy and you're going to hold your, so feet together-ish, hold your squat. Remember, if you need to do single calves, you go for it. Now, if you would like to add on, you can pick up a foot or you can put your ankle on your thigh. Single quad balance, 2, squat, 3. Good. Remember, you can always do calf raises if you need to. 4, 5, 6. And Catherine, just so you know, I don't see you. I think that's your screen, but it's very blurry. and then come back up. I can see everyone else, but I just wanted to let you know in case you were on a different device. So you're gonna offer, I'm gonna offer that your ankle comes up and then your hands come together. Whoops. 10, good. One leg sometimes harder, isn't it? 3, 4, good. Challenge yourself. 5, because you're gonna be making it harder if you want it as hard as you want by how low you go. Breathe in and then gently come back up. Now, you can hold on to something. We're gonna take single movement leg squats. So I'm lifting up a foot and I'm bending. Now on these, you may have to tilt forward if you're gonna go really low. Like if you plan on touching your shin to the floor, you will have to tilt your torso forward. You won't be able to stay straight up. So monitor your range of motion. And I'm just lifting the shin, Jean. Yeah, and I'm on one leg. Yeah, and I'm doing 10 on one leg, even if you're doing a range of motion that's smaller, but you're trying to make each leg have its own attention. Inhale, good. And your knee tracks with your second toe and your middle hip. That's another important cue. The knee, sometimes with us women, especially because our hips are wider than our knees, anatomically speaking, the knee will travel inward. And so we're trying to train it. Now we're gonna do 10 on the other, and you can hold on to a wall, a bureau, you can hold on to a cabinet, a bookshelf, or a counter. Good. 5. And straighten all the way up so you're extended in the hips. 6, 7. You feel your heart rate getting up. 8, knee tracks with your second toe. 9, building leg strength. Inhale, hips level, and recover. And Shireen, that looked like your hip wanted to do this, so you just make sure when you're doing it that that's not happening, and I hope maybe it was my perspective, but just make sure so your hips are level, that way your glute feels it. I'm gonna show you calf raises again, and the reason is because we're gonna offer some jumps. This is your backup plan, and you wanna feel springy like an animal. So we're working on plyo, tense integrity, elasticity, so that if we were to fall, we don't just crack. We're like a ball, we bounce. So the other part of this is jumping, and that's for bone density. So 6 big jumps, either land like a little jump rope, if that's what you need, or if you're going for bone density, go for 6 high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take a breather. Nice. And then we're going to do one where it's a starfish. When you're in the air, you open up and you come in. Those of you with shoulder injury, you might not move your arms. You'll just move your legs, but either springy or 1 or big. 2. If you need bone density, 3. So I'm showing this how to get more bone density motion. 5, 6. Very good. Take a little walk. Notice your heart rate. This one, pretend like your knees are, you don't pretend, your knees are going to come in towards your belly. And I like to start with my elbows up on this so that everything crunches in the air. So inhale, and 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn to you. 4, good. 5, we know jumps help bone density. 6, and then walk it out. And the next one is your choice. So you can do straight up, you can do heels towards booty, you can do starfish, but you choose. So when you're ready, 6 somethings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, grab a sip, walk it out. Good work, guys. That's great. We need that elasticity. And now I'm going to show you the single calf raises because it's our backup plan. You could do singles. You could do singles. I'm switching legs. Another level up is you could do kind of a jump rope where you're shifting. Another level up is 10 right in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left in a row. 1, 2, 3. You want to feel the same springiness, like my left foot's not quite as coordinated. Now right on the 8 and left 8. Good, but it's getting there, isn't it? Because we're working on it. And then 6 and 6, and remember your backup plan could be just calf raises, and 6. Now we're going to do 10 travel right, 1 travel, and I have to turn around, but 10 travel left, springy, 10 travel right, 10 travel left, springy, 1 set of hopscotch, which is 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Go across your mat about 10 times. Turn around, do the same thing. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now it's out, in, double, 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 double. So wide, narrow. This time do the same thing, but hot coals, you can't be on the ground very long. Hot coals, quick, 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 fast feet. Now if you want, you can go higher. And then come back. Nice job, grab a sip. Very good. You're doing great. So remember, your backup plan is calf raises if none of that works for you, but you're just doing something for your legs. Now we're going into push-ups. So we're going to start on the wall because I'll be adding on. So walk farther away. So push-ups, elbows low, and just warm up with 10. And then we're going to push away from the wall like the jumps. So when you're ready, you push away, you're vertical, and then you land on soft hands. Push away, get back further if you need more intensity. Push away, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to find a place on your wall, walk down, make sure your feet are steady, and do a wall sit. Now I've got my knees at 90. If you need more obtuse angle, please do it. You're challenging yourself, but these muscles should feel like they're working. Notice how the posture gets some proprioception from the wall. If I were forward, my head wouldn't touch the wall, so the head's touching the wall. Back against the wall. Good. 10. I'm going to lengthen my arms and put the back of my hand on the wall, the front of my hand's facing you. Inhale. Now take a breath. And then push your way back up. Really good, guys. We're going to try to go down to the floor without using our hands. One way to do this is the squat. And then come back up. All right, another way to do this is right foot forward, left foot back. Whip your foot around. Come up, right foot forward, left foot helps. Left foot forward, right foot back. Yep, do whatever you can. Nice, and remember, you might even use a yoga block or you might go to halfway. Good. Another way is a careful kneel. Knees, feet, and then I'm gonna add a little rock. Do what you can. Don't worry about what you can't. Shift, forward, up. Another way is crisscross applesauce. And if you just have one way that you can do it, do that way. Like just keep it going. Like the thing that happens is people don't do it and then they lose it. So keep what you got going and then up. Nice. Now we're going to touch base with a single leg balance. So these are a bunch of functional youth tasks. Foot up. Balancing on one foot is highly indicative of not falling that year. So I have just chosen my inner thigh. You can put it wherever you want. I'm going to throw in a cow face pose because we always need some shoulder stretches. Now, full breath. Can you breathe in really full? Belly, ribs, heart. Breathe. Keep going. Head back a little bit, Betty, I think. Yeah. Breathe in. Now we're going to let the hands go, and then we're going to let the foot go, and then we're going to take a full breath. Other side, calf or inner thigh. If anyone has these aloe socks, it adds almost like there's a mat in your foot. It adds a little bit more of a balance component. Ooh. Lift up. Breathe. Now when you breathe, you're fully you're making those respiratory muscles malleable. So breathe in. Your belly expands like a balloon. You're opening up your ribs. You're opening up the apex of your lungs. This is a great chance to open up breathing capacity. Breathe in. Now if you can, hands to your heart first, and then foot down. Now we're going to take just a little dynamic balance. So take 5 circles each way, and I want you to regulate how big your circle is. we're going to try not to touch the foot to the floor. You can make it as big as you want with all the limbs and challenge this dynamic balance. Go the other way. I'm pulling the toes back so that foot that's working doesn't even touch the floor. Best I can, best we can. 4. Dynamic balance, 5. 5 and 5 on the other side. Take a full breath. Your tank is full when you start the next task. Your tank is full. Your right knee is long. Your posture feels great. Go the other way. 5. Enjoy. And look at all the circumduction we're putting in these ball and socket joints like they like. Moving the lymph. Nice job. Everyone looks good. We're going to go down to the floor without using our hands. Try to use no hands, and then grab a sip. So grab a sip. Good job. Now on to more static push-up. If the push-ups aren't going to serve you, you're going to come up here. You're going to be doing push-ups where you don't spring your hands away to build strength. So it could be that you're doing them on the wall. It could be that you're doing them here all fours. It could be that you walk your knees away. And on this set, we're not springing with our arms, our hands. We're just doing 10 push-ups. Building arm strength, but the whole body is together, integrated. And then take a rest. The next one you might do on your chair. Michelle, you like that one? Anyone can do that on the chair or on the wall, hands closed, or behind you. And we're going to take 15 triceps. And so, Paula, you might like on the wall too. I'm not sure how your shoulder's been doing, but bend the elbow, straighten. And so we did 5, and then if you want, add a leg out for 5. That a girl, Karen, and then the other one for 5. That's a good, you could do reverse plank, that's fun. And then, awesome, we're gonna care for those wrists for a second. Massage, the fingers are interlaced. Good job, feel your heart rate get up. Good, nice job. And then we're gonna hit some of those forearm planks. So your elbows are gonna be down, and we're gonna hold about 30, so about a 30 count. Hold. Feel your strong abs. 1, 2, 5. Head pulls back. Good, Karen. That's it. You got the right form. That's it. So you did that little pubic bone under cue, but from your abs and not your glutes. So your glutes don't feel like extremely, rigid. I love it. So keep going, guys. I'm just looking at everybody's form. All right, keep going. 10 more. Yep, 5. Welcome back, Catherine. Welcome back. We celebrate with a 30-second plank, right? All right, forearms are Sphinx, but if you're feeling warmed up and when you're ready, you can go up to a swan. So now we're doing the opposite. We're stretching out those abs. Hold a little longer, 20. Breathe in, and then exhale, lower. I'm gonna have us grab a sip. If you would like, grab one. We're gonna do some more down here. Now this time, you're gonna put your hands low, like they're in a letter I, like you're narrow. Now, your hands face the floor, but your back of your hand faces up. Lift up your back. We're going to do some things that help the shoulders, prevent rounded shoulders. Go up. Your arms are going to go higher than your torso 15 times in this I position. 1, 2, lift the arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but your back is still working when it's lifted. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, recover for a moment. We're going to be going out wide like the letter T, so check your space. Like I'm going to get a little further from the wall. Lift your back, lift your arms, and then do 15 arm lifts in the T. This is a T lift. Good morning. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good, Jean, looks great. 14. Recover for a moment. Now we're going to do a Y position, 15. So when you're ready, your arms are out like a letter Y, but not the neck. The neck is happy. Here we go. Lift up everything, and then 15. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now a child pose of some sort. Toes under if you would like. Press back. 5, 4, give me that ball. 3, 2, and then come to hands and knees and flexion and extension. This is such a nice exercise for the articulation of the back. And if you would like, let's say your wrists are an issue, you can fold the knuckles under and give me that ball. And then if you would like it harder, you can take a down dog and then you can lift your heels and then you can articulate through your upper back. And good, so you can do down dog, up dog, or you can do cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So you want to feel like your back is getting your attention. Good, that looks great, guys. Don't you love these? 3 more. Ankle adjustment. 2 more. 1 more. And then we'll take a child's pose. Rest. Inhale. And then we'll grab a little sip. Great job. So that was spinal articulation. We're going to do a little bit for the glutes and the hamstrings. So if you travel a lot or you have to sit a lot, this is going to be really good. So what we'll do is belly down. Your legs are going to do a hip extension. So your leg, I like to make sure the head and neck are comfortable here. So you're going to lift up one leg and then you're going to lift up the other. Your whole, well, yeah, I like that. You shook out your neck so you're making sure that it's not engaged, it's not contracted. But you're going to try to keep your hips level or stable. Lift up a ½ an inch higher than you think you can or than you initially do. And feel long in your knee. So that wakes up glute muscles. Yep. And then if you would like, add on and flutter kick the legs. They're both off the floor for about 20. Inhale. Now relax. Now we're going to lift up the feet and tap the feet together. 20. And then take a little child pose. And if you want, bend your elbows so you have a little tricep stretch. Pat yourself on the back. And then we're going to come down. All right. So this is a dynamic swan. You're going to place your hands on the floor and come up. Now hold for a moment. Inhale at the top. Now exhale, lower down, and then when your head's down, lift your thighs. Lower your thighs, lift up your torso, and go into swan. Shoulder blades are down the back, good, and then lower, exhale. Now lift up both thighs. Lift up your torso, let your hands assist you. Higher, elbows point towards the floor, and lower. This is so good for posture. Lift up the legs, lift up the upper back. Inhale, dynamic swan, opening up your chest, opening up your shoulders, building your back strength. 1 more. Breathe in, shoulders are down the back, elbows point down so the arms are externally rotated, spiraling the elbows towards the floor, holding, 8 more, 7, good, 6, 5, breathe into the upper back, 4, this is an exercise you could do every day and it will help prevent rounded shoulders, rounded upper back. Breathe in and then exhale, lower. Let's take a child's pose, push your hips back and rest. Nice. Grab a sip if you would like. We're going to come back into a little forearm plank here. All right, grab a sip, and we're going to move with that forearm plank. Okay, Polly, you came back in. I can see you. All right, forearms down. And this is an abdominal exercise you can do. You're going to lift the hips and lower. So it just adds a little variety. Lift the hips and lower to that plank. Planks are so good to build strength in the abs, and there's so many varieties. So you're going to lift your hips, press the heels down, and then come back into plank. Try 3 more. Breathe in. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Now take a sphinx or a swan to counter pose. You're going to open up your abs. This time we're going to do another plank, but we're going to shift forward and back. Go to your forearms, go to your toes. Once you're in plank, push forward and push back. Inhale and exhale. If you have any problems with the plantar fasciitis or metatarsalgia of your feet, you can always do this exercise on a foam roller, and you'd put the foam roller underneath your shins. Otherwise, go forward, back, 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more, and then sphinx on your forearms or hands, swan. Neck is soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale. Go back to a forearm plank. This time you're going to do an isometric hold. So once you're in a plank, pull your forearms towards your feet and your feet towards your forearms. You're going to feel an extra abdominal contraction. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really good form. 7, 8, 9, rest your pelvis, and hands help you. 10, 2, this is swan or sphinx, you choose. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, take a child's pose. You guys are doing great. We're boogieing. Grab a sip. I'm going to try to keep us hydrated. It's newly warm and we want to stay hydrated. All right. Let's add on the shins up on the floor and 1 leg out. And I'm going to show the right foot. Fingertips can be near. Now, this is a great little oblique exercise if you have anything going on with your shoulders. Good job, Karen. I'm glad we did the planks looking good. You made the correction we talked about. So it looked, all of them I saw looked good. So that was a small tweak, very good. And yeah, 8, 9. All right, now on the 10th one, we are going to add some rotations for 10. Breathe in. And if you have any kind of sensitivity in the joint, don't hesitate at all to put something under it. You don't want to hurt your bones for a moment. You want them to know you're caring for them. Breathe in. 7, 8, 9. And I do like a little pulse here, so find a place that feels challenging and take pulses for 10. Feel that waist. Come up to your shins, and we'll just do the other side. We'll switch it up in a moment with stretches. So let your knee be on a support. Make sure it's comfortable. The other leg's out. Dip away from the long leg. Inhale, and you can exhale and pull your belly in as you come back up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. 1 more. 10. Now what we're going to do is add on a rotation. So we include those obliques that help with flexion and rotation. 2. Good. And I like it. 3. If you want this harder, you just change your lever. 4. Try to frame your face up higher. 5. That takes the weight further away. 6. Longer lever. 8, 9, And we are going to find a little place that feels like a pulse or a challenge with pulses. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Feel that. 7, 8, 9. All right, now we're going to come back up to kneeling. Good. And then let's take a side. We're going to do a few things. Side stretch, hand down, foot back. All right, the up arm is kind of going behind you. 10. Now you're going to put that leg in line with your body and just do the other side, but keep your same legs. We're going to go back to the other leg position, stretch. Inhale. Yep, so we'll do both sides with the same legs, and then we're going to change the legs and do both sides. So here, here, stretch your hip up, stretch your torso up. And then up. Now the hand comes down. You might even add rotation. 5. And your breath is in, including all of this side rib cage. 3. Inhale. And then exhale. Awesome job. Grab a sip. You're doing great. We'll do some classic bridge work just because those are really nice and safe, but we're going to change up angles. You can also change it up by putting your feet on a foam roller. So you're going to come down. At first, just do normal, typical bridge. So curl up and down. Also spinal articulation. Now walk your feet away about 1 foot. So where your toes are, your heels are going to be now. Now lift up and down, 10. You can dig your heels in if you want. As it gets further away from you, it's harder to keep the feet flat. All right, walk your feet away another foot length or so. Keep the knees slightly bent, go up and down. Doing 10. And then if you can, go a little further away. So your heels are further away. You have a soft knee. You have pretty long legs here with a soft knee. 10, dig your heels in. You should feel all those hamstring fibers. All right, walk your feet back underneath in a traditional bridge and then come up. All right, now we're gonna do a little different march. So right foot forward, down, left foot forward, down. Right foot back, left foot back. Right foot forward, right foot back, left foot back. Right forward, right back. Good, so you're going forward and back. Now if you feel okay, you can go forward 2 steps and then backwards 2 steps. You might go forward 3 steps. So you're marching kind of in a line towards your glutes and away from your glutes. You should feel your hamstrings in different ways as you go further away, as you go closer. 1 more, walk the line down, walk the line up, and then lower and take happy baby. So that should feel like you want to stretch. Your hamstrings want the stretch. And I'm going to add a rock here. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then the left foot comes down and you'll lift up the right leg, and we're going to do 10 single bridges. So this is where we try to make sure each leg is strong. Nothing gets forgotten. All right, now try the right one down and the left leg up. So try to keep your hips level. All right, lower your left foot. Now walk both feet a little bit further away, just a little bit, and then try the right leg up and do single bridge with that slightly more open space. 10 of those. And then the right foot comes down, and remember, you're a little bit further away from your glutes than usual. Left foot up. Now do 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and good. And then take a happy baby with your hands to your feet. That a girl. Stretch out those hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the feet soles go together. The knees are wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your hands under your thighs, and you can kick your legs a little and let your abs help finish you up. Very good. And then grab a sip. Nice job. So I hope you felt your hamstrings just a little bit differently. Come to the forearms on the side, and you're going to lift up through your waist. Now, keep that rib lift, and then this leg is going to tap toe down and tap toe and back. So we are building the hip abductors. We want these strong for balance, and you can go up higher if you need it stronger, but this rib lift does help you get more intense. Now do a set with the flexed foot. Now we're trying to build those anti-shuffling muscles. Lift up. All right, now we're going to go to the other side. So that was hip abductor. I'm doing some things that stimulate bone growth as well as, you know, vitamin D, sunshine, but we need stimulus to the muscle and the bone. So we're trying to give the bone and muscle more stimulus than our normal activity. Lift up, lift up. So if you need it harder, toe down and lift higher. Ribs are up. Now we're going to do another set where we flex the foot. So try to keep it flexed like you're activating your shins, those anti-shuffling muscles. Oops, keep lifted in the ribs. I almost sagged. 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Awesome job. Now we're going to lie on the back, take the right ankle to the left thigh so that we can stretch that hip that we just trained. And if you rock, you'll feel all these little different muscles. Release tension like a dog on the living room floor after a run. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and actually move the ankles a little bit too. That's really important to prevent back pain and to maintain balance muscles, is to have flexible feet and ankles. So spread out your toes, roll your ankle, point and flex. Inhale, and then let's do the other. So ankle to thigh, reach your hands through the window if you can, catch your fingers, and then maybe even at a rock. One side's tighter than the other. Sometimes you notice it when you're stretching. And if you have that, you can always hold one a little longer. 1, 2, and let your exhales release tension. 3, 4. And then you might add some ankle rolls. And pointing and flexing. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. I'm going to give you a modification right now for the next move. So a modification would be bridge. If you would like to do a harder move with me, you can come up and do reverse table, or you can do reverse plank. So either way, we're working the back body. So if you can do that, lift up. 10, 2, good, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then just relax for a minute. You can massage your hands or just pull your legs in. We're going to do that again. So like Michelle, you'll probably stay down in bridge, or Polly, but if you're going to do it again, you can do reverse table with me. or reverse plank, and you can lift up a leg as an option. And you don't have to, you can just stay up. So when you get there, you'll know, can you lift a leg? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then have a seat and massage your hands, but we're gonna add a couple of stretches with that. Yeah, palms down. Let's do a forearm stretch, prayer pose down. You guys are doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're gonna do a full arm stretch, which is also for the radial nerve. So if you ever have any kind of paresthesia in your arms or like tingling, numbing, this is a little stretch that might help depending on the etiology of your tingling. Pull your fingers back. It's good for us anyway. So really stretch out through your fingers. Can you tell us some fingers are harder to stretch out? So you're really putting your mind on those. Now just kind of give yourself a little shoulder roll. Give yourself a sip of whatever you're drinking, mushroom tea, whatever you got. We're going to take a plank, and if you need to do a backup move, bridge is always a good one, but plank is the offer. And then we're going to offer something from plank. So at first, just hold your plank. If you think you'd like to add on, put your right hand on the floor and then your left hand on the floor, and then put your right forearm back down and your left forearm back down. And then you'll put your left hand down and your right hand, and then you'll put your left forearm down and your right forearm down. And then one more set, right hand, right forearm, and then left hand, left forearm, right forearm, child pose. Toes under, stretch out those feet. And then we're going to take a squat for a minute, stretch our hands while we're in a squat, but if you don't like this one, do happy baby. Hands together and lower your hands down. There's a great stretch for everything. Hips, low back, hands, forearms. And you can go low as you want. The hands don't have to touch. In fact, they probably won't in order to get that stretch. Relax through your pelvic floor and your hips. Your breath is full. 5. A full breath, just that full diaphragmatic breath, helps the pelvic floor without you adding on any cues. So if you're looking for ways to help your pelvic floor, just full breathing, the bones know what to do, and it'll help with the pelvic floor without you having to worry about contraction or releasing. Just breathe fully. And then let that go and grab a sip. We're going to do a couple of balances here. Good job. Oh, I'm getting to the 8 to 12 ounces for sure. I hope you are too. Now, one little balance pose is that the feet come up and you just kind of hold your hands on your knees or thighs. Another one is that your hands let go. And another one is legs long and hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really good. Another balance is hands and knees. Lift the toes if you want a harder balance. Right arm out, left leg out. Now just hold for 5. Try to straighten your back like you have cups of tea on it and you can't spill it. 5, 4, try not to touch the toes or the shin. 3, inhale, lower the hand and the knee, reestablish neutral, head pulls back. Other arm, other leg, no toes, no shin. Hold, static, stretch out. This is also good for your multifidus muscles, the muscles that shut off whenever there's any pain. Anyone who's had low back pain would benefit from this kind of exercise to turn the little muscles back on. Okay, relax like a child pose or something like that that's restorative before we do the next one. This is dynamic balance, core and multifidus. Those are the really important muscles that turn off in people. And I just did another course and it was 80% of people over 30 have reported low back pain. So everyone can benefit from this, right? Okay, no shins, no toes. Right arm, left leg. Now, if you can add on, you're going to pull your elbow underneath you to your knee. Touch the elbow to the knee. Make contact. Straighten out your neck again, your leg and your arm. And then round everything, elbow to knee. And then straighten out everything. We're going to do 5 kind of slow for the challenge. It is balanced, but it's really important for the back. You should feel your abs too, though. Okay, let your hand and your knee down and kind of get your breath. Full tank. You're going to start with a full tank. Toes off, shin off, left arm out, right leg stretch. You really want to lengthen that knee, and then round. You want to touch your elbow to your knee. Now stretch everything out. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Round, round, round. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Head back on an imaginary wall ahead above you. Round. Stretch. Round. Stretch. And round. And stretch. And then relax. Now, this is just your child pose. Maybe you want to bend your elbows. We're going to do bow pose here. So your right hand is down in all fours. Your right foot comes up. Your left hand goes to your right foot. Stretch up 10. And then take your hand is down and your other hand goes to your foot and lift. Keep lifting. You can usually go higher than you think. Long left elbow. And then recover. Nice job. Have a seat any way you want to. Grab a sip if you'd like. And we're going to do rotation, your choice. You see the sun filtering in through the juniper. So now we're going to rotate to the right. Try to open your upper back. It's critical for posture. Open up your upper back the other way. Rotation. And then you're going to go over. Now you could keep your hand on that knee, or if you feel like you have more balance with your hand on the floor, you can do that. Breathe into that rib cage. Yeah, as your rotation. 5. Breathe in. Exhale, hand to either the knee or to the floor. Breathe in. Now on this next one, the stretch we're doing now is the modification. So I'm going to offer Maldrasana, but if you have a shoulder injury and you need to just do this flexibility, you can do that and get that benefit of the flexibility. But if you want to add strength to that flexibility, you can push on the hand and lift your heart up. I'm going to look at you for a minute. Yeah, and that's it. So either way, you're getting something graceful, something opening. The back foot's behind you. Lift up your heart. Like the sun's coming over the mountains, the Canaan Mountains. Breathe in and exhale, lower. Now we're going to do the other side. So it could be that you do your lateral flexion stretch, or it could be that you do your Maldrasana with your foot behind you. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then lower down. That was really good. Now we're going to take a sip because we're going to go down and stretch. If you think you'd like a yoga block or a Dynaband handy, take advantage of that so you don't have to get back up. And we're going to take, lie down, and we're going to do the one leg up in the air hamstring. And if you wanted that block, you would put it under your sacrum. The other leg pours down. And enjoy. And then over like a little midline cross. And maybe you'll go out. Also notice how going out opens up your hip flexor. Bring it up and then switch it up. Let's just see. The other foot's up, the other leg's down. So one leg's getting a psoas. Breathe low in your belly. You might cross your midline. And out to the side. Find the different places that your body needs, it'll tell you. We're going to take an inhale and an exhale to come off of there, and we're going to do a quad stretch. Now, a lot of you like the quad stretch on the foam roller long ways, or maybe you like it on your side with your arm under your ear, or maybe you like it on your back with your foot on the floor. So any way that you need to do the quad, so that's good on the side, Catherine, probably good for, yeah. And then there is, for most of us, there's still going to be a little abdominal pull down for the ribs to not flare and a little pubic bone pull up with the abs, not the glutes. Now the full breath. Because we are in 90-degree flexion a lot, chairs, for example, this is a really important stretch. It's also generally helpful for your knee and for your low back. Now the breath is really low. If you want, put your hands on that belly and it should expand when you breathe in. Should feel very easy to expand. It's very like a balloon, plasticky or elastic. Now we're going to do the other side, so you might need to roll onto your other shoulder and pull the shin under. Or if you're using that foam roller, Betty, that one's easy to get into. Rib down a little, pubic bone up a little. And if you scan your low back, it should feel like there's no tension in the low back. And then you can hug both legs in, and you might just take a little rock. We're going to put the legs up on the wall. You can do this with a prop or without. You're going to be, and if you need any other postures, please listen to your body and do that. Often I do a rotation, but we did do it seated, so I'm going to go into this moment. Now, we're going to give ourselves an opportunity to let the mind have a break. A lot of overthinking can create inflammation. And so for some reason that clicked for me. as an important way to just relax the mind. It wants to be busy, it wants to be occupied and have an identity, but you're going to notice how good it feels just to turn off and cleanse your mind so you can feel inflammation just leave your body. So just give yourself a chance to breathe in and feel like your exhales are just getting rid of any inflammation. You're going to tap into a higher source of creativity and nourishment anyway, but you're going to release that inflammation. Breathe in fully and release that inflammation. Notice how good it feels to cleanse. It's like cleaning your pantry or cleaning out a sock drawer. Just get rid of anything. Just let it go. Clean your mind, vacuum it up. Whatever image works for you, dust it out. Let the sun in. Now with that in mind, gently and listen to your body, come up towards a seated position, staying in that little bit of clarity, that moment of cleanse, and just feel the inflammation go. So what we did today was 3 different anti-inflammatory methods. We breathed fully, we exercised, and we just cleared our mind. Those are 3 wonderful anti-inflammatory tips for the day. So with this knowledge, we know we can go through our day and we start to feel inflamed, or we start to feel agitated, or like a little bit out of homeostasis. We've got a lot of tricks. Those are just 3. So with that knowledge, I know I'm going to be in tune with when my body tells me it needs to release tension, and I'm going to take advantage of it. It feels so much better when I do, with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Hope that serves you, and look